Hello everyone, I'm Caudullo and I'm an immersive storyteller. For the last 40 years, I've been weaving narratives across various formats. My journey into 3D storytelling began as a hobby and blossomed into a satisfying career that has allowed me to support my family while producing award-winning content. For the last 13 years, I have been immersed in 360 and 3D VR 180 projects. During this time, I've had the honor of winning an IMAX award for my work in 3D, and I've contributed chapters to several books on 3D cinema and production. I've had the privilege of teaching students from diverse backgrounds and locations all around the globe, including China, Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, Australia, England, all across Europe, and all across the US. And I've shared my insights on creating exceptional 3D experiences. My career has been highlighted by a collaboration with extraordinary filmmaking teams. Notably, while working with the legendary Sir David Attenborough through Alchemy Immersive, we received 2 Emmy Award nominations for the productions Micro Monsters, which was the first 8K VR video designed for the Quest headsets, as well as Kingdom of Plants, and those can still be seen on your Quest headset. My work has also garnered nearly a dozen film festival awards. Most recently, I've been hard at work at creating the Andrea Bocelli 3D VR experience. Now you know a little bit about my journey, let's delve into the exciting topic of the new 3Rs. In the past, the 3Rs were commonly referred to as reading, writing, and arithmetic. However, today they've taken on a totally different meaning, and for many, it's somewhat confusing. Let's review what they are and what they represent and how to use them so that we can make great VR content. Meta and Mr. Zuckerberg have decided to stop using virtual reality or VR and instead call it MR or mixed reality. But if MR is mixed reality, what's XR? Then there's AR, which of course is augmented reality. Let's dive into these realities and talk about their meanings and how you should be using them. Virtual reality first. This is a fully immersive experience where users are placed in a completely virtual environment, typically using a headset. In VR, users can interact with the 3D digital world, or be taken to someplace totally new and different. Through motion controllers, it often blocks out the real world entirely. An example of VR is playing a game like Beat Saber while wearing a VR headset. Also, watching VR videos. Then we come to augmented reality. This technology overlays digital information or images onto the real world through a device such as smartphone or AR glasses. It enhances the real world experience rather than creating a separate environment. A popular example of AR is the mobile game Pokemon Go, where players see Pokemon integrated into their real surroundings through their phone screens. That brings us to mixed reality. MR combines elements of both VR and AR. It allows digital and physical objects to coexist and interact in real time. In MR, users can see and interact with virtual objects that appear to be part of their physical environment. An example of that would be using Microsoft's HoloLens to place a 3D model of a building within an actual space and then interact with it. Alright, how about XR, extended reality? This is really an umbrella term that encompasses all forms of reality technology, including VR, AR, and MR. It's often referred to collectively to these technologies as they evolve and overlap. So what is spatial video? Now, spatial video is very similar to 3D side-by-side, or what is sometimes called flat 3D. Apple is using MV-HEVC, a 3D video standard that's been around since 2014. The left image is the standard HEV stream, but then the right image only stores the difference between the left and the right view. This helps to keep the file size and bit rates down to manageable sizes. Now, if you don't own an AVP headset, you are limited in ways to watch spatial video on your Quest headset. As far as I know right now, the app 4XVR is the only Quest app that fully supports 3D playback of 8-bit 1080p spatial videos and supports MV-HEVC soft decoding. You can use the Files app on your Quest headset, but it is somewhat limited at this time as to what you can see. When it comes to virtual reality videos, there are a few variants. Both formats wrap the image around you in a spherical form. A 360 video, this is the type of video that captures full panoramic in all directions, right, left, up, down, and it's best viewed through a VR headset or on a website. 360 video captures a complete surround view of a scene, allowing viewers to look up in any direction, as they are standing in the middle of the action. Now this can either be 2D 360 or 3D 360. That brings us around to 3D VR 180. VR 180 captures two-dimensional spherical view of a scene, but with depth, simulating a more natural VR experience. The term 180 refers to the 180-degree field of view in front of the camera, as opposed to the full 360-degree capture. 3D side-by-side stereoscopic. Now that refers to a method of creating three-dimensional images or video, displaying two slightly offset images side by side. This technique simulates the way human eye perceives depth and spatial relationships, allowing viewers to experience a sense of immersion. The images may be arranged in either side-by-side or top-bottom configurations. The video player decodes these images and displays them in 3D. So now that we understand the terms, we're going to be moving on to the next chapter, or should I say chapters, because this is going to be an ongoing series. What you see here is 3 different cameras, and they all represent the consumer level, the prosumer level, and the professional level. I'm going to go through each one of these cameras and show you how to use them and how to craft what you will shoot into stories that people will remember. Thanks for tuning in and seeing you the next time in the third dimension.
Here we go again.
I demand more!
I want it, I need it, and I'm gonna